Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and thank you to those of you who joined us on the stream last night looking at Taiji, the very interesting puzzle game, and the games maker joined us later on as well, and there was some brilliant chat as usual. Thank you very much to everybody for making it such fun to take part in. And also, fun to take part in is a very good description of the puzzle hunt that dropped today on Patreon. So the Fossil Hunt by Philip Bloom at Glum Hippo is out and full of XY differences puzzles that'll keep you occupied for a while, and it is brilliant. Glum Hippo himself is offering a plushie that we've shown in various videos to the winner, which will be drawn, well, the competition will close on the 20th. We'll draw the winner shortly afterwards. And we wish you all luck, but you won't need it. We wish you logic, so you'll need that. And it's a brilliant hunt. Do check it out. Do join us on Patreon. There's always other content as well. And it's good fun. It's a great club. Have a go. Also, have a go at our apps. And especially if you like today's puzzle, we have an Arrow Sudoku app with standards varying between, well, very approachable, and quite tough. And today's is by Lizzie, Lizzie01, who we've featured a number of times on the channel before. Lizzie's puzzles have occasionally been very difficult, and she sent us an email saying more of this. She's got puzzles that are a bit more approachable than the monsters we've been doing lately on the channel. I guess that's mostly Simon's hour-long videos, although I had a torrid week last week as well. But the fact that Lizzie has created this and says it's a bit more approachable than those doesn't necessarily bode all that well. Do have a look at the video length, see how long it took me. But I have no idea how long it's going to take. There's quite a few arrows in it, but they're not very long, is my fear. And there's no given digits. Anyway, do check out our apps. As I say, they're on the links under the video, along with our merchandise and Patreon and Discord and the catalogue of our puzzles, on which I'm sure you'll see that Lizzie has featured about 10 times, I'm going to guess, before now. But here she is again. So check it out, and the first link will be to this puzzle. The rules are very straightforward. Normal Sudoku rules apply, so 1 to 9 in every row, column and 3x3 box. Digits along an arrow add up to the number in the attached circle. Now there are no extra constraints. You could have repeating numbers along certain arrows, although of course you can't have repeating numbers in rows, columns or boxes. That's it. Give it a try. I'm going to start now. Let's get cracking. And there are very few 3-cell arrows. Is this the only one? So this may be the circle to start in, which has to be 6, 7, 8 or 9 because of the 3-cell arrow. Now, if it had 3, well, it would be another reason why it would be 6, 7, 8 or 9 if it had 3 2-cell arrows pointing in the same box. But instead, how would it be 6? It could be 6, actually. If you had 1, 2, and 4 and 5 on these arrows, then you could have a 3 here, and that would require another 3 here, and that does work. Oh, no, it's it's absolutely brilliant. It's far better than that. Right. This is gorgeous. This is so clever. I've never seen this done in an Arrow Sudoku before, and why not? Because it's utterly brilliant. Right, let's make this green. Where does green go in box 5? Just have a look at box 5. Now, it obviously doesn't go in those cells by Sudoku. This is beautiful. A colouring arrows puzzle from the get-go. I love it. Anyway, green obviously doesn't go in those cells. Now, it doesn't go in that cell because that's the sum of green and another number. Now I'm also going to tell you that it doesn't go in these cells, and that's because the complement of green needed to make this digit is, let's call it orange. So green and orange add up to the number in the circle. So if green was on one of these arrows, the other number it would need on those arrows is orange, and that would repeat orange in the box. And that's impossible. So we've now ruled out green from all of these cells, and therefore green is orange. Isn't that beautiful? Now, that means this is even in the circle because it's twice green. And if it was 6 or 8, then that is 3 or 4 on green. And that is a lovely start. I mean, I hope this continues. Hang on. This is the same. Oh, it's not quite the same, because we couldn't have written 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, could we have written 6, 7, 8, 9 in that circle to start with? Actually, we could. It couldn't be as small as 5, because once you'd put 1, 2, 3, and 4 on those arrows, there'd be no other number left for that. So it is the same. It is exactly the same. Well, I'm not going to go green this time. Let's make it purple. And where does purple go in box 4? And we will find it's exactly the same logic, and it goes there. And this is an even number. Now, I suspect it might be meant to be obvious to me whether these circles are the same number automatically or whether they're obviously different numbers. But I can't see why I should know either way at the moment. And if they are the same number, of course, purple is the same as green. So that would be one way of ruling it out. But I can't see reasons that that wouldn't work. Oh, okay. So we're going to have to do something else now. Now, if this was a 6, that would be 1, 2, 3. Which is fine. It would push 1 and 2 onto the arrows. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, if this was 6, the 1, 2, 3 on the arrow would make this a 4. Okay, hang on. There's a 1 on this arrow. That's definite. Because this is 6 or 8. These cells all see each other. Oh, hang on, it's also not 1, 3, 4 making 8. Things are getting more interesting now. I know that's not a 1, 3, 4 arrow because that would break this purple cell. So, this is either 1, 2, 3 to make 6 or 1, 2, 5 to make 8 that way. And there's definitely a 2 on it. Now look, 1 and 2 have to be on these arrows. Oh, maybe we can do maths. Right, I have to share with you the secret before we do that. Every row, column and box in a Sudoku adds up to the same number. It's true. Tell your best friends only. And that number, because it's the total of 1 to 9 every time, is always 45. So, box 4 adds up to 45. Fact. If this is a 6, this is a 3. But these two both add up to 6. Now, that would mean this lot is 3 lots of 6 is 18, plus 3 is 21. Take that from 45, and those 3 would add up to 24, and we would know that they were 9, 8, 7. If this is an 8, the circle and its 2 arrows add up to 24, plus a 4 there, this time is 32. These add up to, no, hang on. 8 times 3 is 24, plus the 4 is 32. Is that right? That's a huge difference. These are only going to add up to 13. It's right. Instead of 24. And they're always going to include a 9, because with an 8 there, you can't put a 9 on its arrow. So they would be 9, 3, 1, and that's impossible. That is impossible here, because we've got a 1 on this arrow. So we can't have 9, 3, 1 here. So that is not an 8. That is a 6. This is right, isn't it? Have I got my maths wrong? 8 plus 8 plus 8 is 24, plus 4 is 28. I have got my maths wrong. How did I make that 32? Because I'm a numpty man. Let's try it again. So weird. It felt too small, 13, and it was. Right. 8 times 3 is 24, plus 4 is 28. Please go back and erase that bit of the video where I may have said that was 32. It's not. These add up to 17, including a 9, but not including a 1 or a 2. They would be 935 to go with 84 here. Yeah, that makes sense of these arrows. Right. So these are either 935 or 987. If this is 1, 2, 3... Oh, that doesn't work. This can't... Okay, I can't resolve this arrow, or this circle. I think I can now resolve this one. If this was 1, 2, 3, this would be 987, but that would be a 4. And that would make this an 8 to go with 987 there. I mean, the whole box wouldn't work, but that's the simple reason. So this can't be the 6 now, or it can't be a 6. Maybe neither of them is a 6, but that is an 8. We've got a digit in the grid. Green is a 4. This is now 1, 2, 5. Now we can't have 3, 5 in these cells because it's because 5 would be duplicated. So that's a 987 set, which was going to happen if this was 6, and now purple is 3, so they are different. Interesting. We've got a 4, 6 pair at the top of column 3. That is a beautiful beginning to a puzzle, by the way. Really, really elegant. Those are a 1, 5 and a 2, 4 pair. We've got a 4, so 4 can't be in those cells and 2 can't be in those. That's not an 8. And that's where we get from this start. Lovely. Now we've got this. Oh, this is another 3-cell arrow. Yeah, okay. This is the one I didn't even see. How weird. Oh, well, it can't have 3, 4 or 6 on because they've been used in the box. This has to be 1, 2, 5. You can't ever use a digit more than 6 on a 3-cell arrow where the 3 cells can see each other. So that's 1, 2, 5. Now we get another 8 in a circle. This is a 9, 7 pair up at the top. That's an odd number adding up an even number and, everyone, an odd number. This can't be more than 5 because the maximum difference here is 5. 9 minus 4. And now we've got a 1, 2, 5 triple in row 4. And what's going on here? We know what these add up to, but it's not a help. Oh no, hang on. Yeah, it's not quite the same as it was over here because we knew 1 and 2 were on those arrows. We do not know that here. We do know 9's in this group, and we know what they add up to, which is 45 minus, not 32, but minus 28. So that's 17. Oh, I see. So that's one pair that adds to 8 out of 1, 7, 2, 6, and 3, 5. That's another pair, and there's a third pair in this group with the 9. That's annoying. I haven't even got a virtual 1, 5 pair here because that could be the 2, 6 pair. I have got a 4 in one of those cells, and that's an X-wing on 4s, and puts 4 somewhere there in row 3, which could have been seen more simply by noting that those have had 4s knocked out of them, so the only place in row 3 for a 4 is on the right. 6 and 8 are down in this group of cells in column 2, along with either 7 or 9. Oh, is that right? Yes. Yes, that. Oh, look, we've got a 1, 2, 5 triple. Bingo. That's a 4. I hadn't seen that. 2 there. Can't type it. 2 there. This is a 1, 5 pair looking up at that cell, which becomes a 2. Lots of digits done suddenly. Wow. More. 8, 2, 6, 1, 5. These are from 3, 4, 7, 9. The top one's not 4, although they do include a 4 somewhere and a 3 somewhere. Now, where next? This thing? Okay, this can't. There are very few low numbers this can be. It can be 4, but it can't be 1, 2, 3, or 5. So 4, 6, 7 or 8, and that's pushing this up to at least 5. Can't be 6, so 5, 7, 8 or 9, and this now, the most it could be is a 5 if that was a 9 and that was a 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bit of a pointless bit of pencil marking probably. Now, 4. There's a, oh, if that can't be 4, we know that 4 in row 4 is on this arrow now. So it could be 4, 1 to make 5. It can't be 4, 3 to make 7. Oh, and it can't be 4, 4 to make 8, because that would repeat 4. So that's not 7 or 8. That's 5 or 9, and this is either 4, 1 or 4, 5. Now, does that stop this being a 4? If this is 5, no, it is still possible. That's 4 and that's 1. No, that is possible, irritatingly. If that's 9, I think all of these are possible. The only one here that's not is 4. Oh, bother. That was really good progress on that circle, and it didn't help in the end. Well, I'm sure it will help. What about this arrow? Oh. Yeah, let's think about parity on this arrow. That's really interesting. This is really good. Parity. So we've got 3 even digits have been used in this row. The only remaining even digit to be used anywhere here is a 6. Now, is this even? If that was even, it would be a 6. We've used 4 and 2 in the row, so you might think we could put 1, 5 on the arrow, but look at this cell. We absolutely can't. It would break row 6, column 1. So that is not a 6. So it's odd. Let's get rid of the other colouring. It's done. Right, odd cell there. What does that tell us about these? It tells us that 1 is odd and 1 is even. That's the only way to make up an odd number in 2 digits. What is the even one? It's not 2, 4 or 8. It's got to be 6. Isn't that lovely? So 6 can only add to the odd numbers 1 or 3 in this context, which puts 7 or 9 in the circle. That forms a pair in the row. This is 1, 3 or 5 now. So if that's a 9, then that's a 5, and we've used 6, 3 and 1, 4. This would be 2, 7, 8. If that's a 7, that uses the 1 on this arrow. This is then 4, 5, 9. And this is 2, 3, 8. So, oh yes, obviously, sorry, 2 and 8 aren't in those candidates. So they must be used in this row. And therefore this is not an 8. And we've placed 8 suddenly. That's a 7, 9 pair. We place 8 in box 4. Is that all that does? 9 is in one of those 2 circles for definite. And that slightly peters out there, annoyingly. Well, we've got some 4 across the row, 2 there and there, so 2's in one of these cells. Okay, I'm looking up and down again. This isn't helpful. That hasn't advanced at all. No. Oh, 9. 9 can't be in any of these cells, or that one. It can never be on an arrow that's adding something else on the arrow. So, and it's not a candidate there. So 9 is in one of those 2 places. And it's not in the top row because there's a 7, 9 pair looking along. But that leaves it in one of those 3, and I bet it's in the circle. I don't know. Maybe it's not. 7, 9 pair there. Oh, bother. Come on. What's next? There can't be a 4 on this arrow either, because 4's in one of those cells. It doesn't feel like it's very helpful, to be honest. This could still be anything. Oh, rumps. 7, 9. 1, 3 or 5 there. Now remember, there's one pair that adds up to 8 there. There's another here, and then 9 and another pair here. So this can't be a 2, because if it was, this would be a 2, 9, 6 set. Right, that's something. So that's not a 2. And 6 is now on one of these cells. But 6 was always going to be in one of those. I just hadn't noticed yet. Oh, hang on. 5's always going to be on this arrow, stroke, arrow, and circle, because it's either 1 plus 4 equals 5 or 4 plus 5 equals 9. So 5 is not in these cells. Oh, but it could be there. Bother. Oh, hang on. In the opposite case, I think we've got a problem. If this was 4, 5, 9, which is one of the two possibilities, look what happens here. This becomes 1, 2, 7. Now that's interesting, not because of the 2, but because the other tip of these arrows would be 1 or 7. And they're meant to go with 1 or 7 in one of these cells, but we've just confined 1 and 7 to that group. So that doesn't work. So this isn't 4, 5, 9. That's actually very pretty indeed. So there's no, this is a 1, 4, 5 group. Then the 9 goes here, and we don't have a 1 in this set. Let's remove all the corner marks and take 3 out of that group, because this is now 9, 3, 6. That gives us a 7 over this side and a 9. Still got a 1, 5 pair to resolve. But that, okay, this is now 2, 7, 9. Right, well we know where the 9 goes, not on the arrow. That's a 2, 7 pair. This is a 6, 1 pair. I'm going to remove all of these corner marks as well, because we don't need them anymore. I said 6, 1, and then I typed the wrong thing. This is 5, and 3 above it. And we can do 5, 1 over that side. And now we are flying along, perhaps. That 5, yes, we can complete its diagonal arrow totally. That 1 reads across and back, and that 5 on this arrow resolves it all, and box 1 is suddenly finished. We can get rid of, what is it from this? 9 from that quartet, and 7 from those. And all the corner marks again disappear from all of those cells. There we go. We can put a 4 in there now. And how are we doing on 4s in the grid? I think, well, we'll see. No, we've got a 4 in one of those two positions. Interesting. Oh, we've got a 1 on this arrow too. Ah. Right, so the arrow is either 1, 3, 4 or 1, 4, 5. Well, we know which one it isn't. So that's right, isn't it? If there's a 1 on the arrow and a 4 somewhere in this group, those were the two possibilities. This must now be a 1, 3 pair, and this is a 4 in the corner in a circle. That's a surprise. It's a very low number to be in a circle. So we get the, oh, hang on. 6, 3 was what I was meant to type there. Sorry, I don't know if the pencil marking... It was right. It was just my typing that went wrong. Okay. 4, 1, 3, 6, 5. This can't be a 2 because of its arrow. So it's 7 or 9 now. It sees an 8 all the way over there. Now if it's 7, we can't use 1 or 4 on the arrow, and it would be 2, 5. If it's 9, we can't use 1, 8 or 4, 5 or 3, 6. Then it would be 2, 7, the other way round. But 2 is always on the arrow. And it's either 2, 7, 9 or 2, 5, 7. So 7 is always in one of these cells, and also therefore somewhere here. And 1 is now on one of those. This is all going to crack in a moment. 6 in box 3 is there. 6, 1, 4, 2 and 7 have been used. 5 is in one of those two. 3 can't be in those. So 3 is actually in the corner of the box, not in the corner of the puzzle. And 5 is now here on the arrow, isn't it? Yes, it is. So that's a 2, that's a 7. It wasn't 9 in the circle, which was my prediction. We've got a 9 and an 8 there. We've got a 1 and a 2 in the top row. In row 3, we've got a 7, 8 pair. And in row 2, a 3, 6, 9 triple. But we keep 3 and 9 off the arrow. We stick 6 on it, and that arrow is not resolved. That's irritating. Oh, that's irritating. Okay. That's become a 2, though. Oh, and we've just got this one arrow. Oh, no, we haven't. We've got another one here. This is probably important. Right, this cell is 2, 5, 7, or 8 by Sudoku. But, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 have all gone in this column. So that is at least a 6. Therefore, this has to be the 2. And that can add to 6 or 7, but not to 8. And it makes 8 or 9. That hasn't resolved where 9 goes. The 2 there comes out of that cell. The 4. The 4 is done in box 7. That's probably the last 4 in the grid. I think it is. It's a clever puzzle, isn't it? I love it. Right, do we know about this? We've got a 4 down here. Here's the nice way of approaching this, I think. Look, this arrow, we don't know whether it's 2, 6 or 1, 7, but it's got a low digit on it, either 2 or 1. So is this cell. So this arrow cannot use 1, 2 or 4, which have all been used up in the column, in a virtual pair in one case and a given, well, a nearly given digit in the other. So the minimum value of these cells are 3, 5, making 8, and the alternative is 3, 6, making 9. And it can't be a 3, 6, 9 because that would break that cell. That's beautiful. So it's 3, 5, 8. 8 in the circle. Is that going to clear everything up for us or not? Apparently not. Although 8, 8, 8 in the top circle. Right, that's doing a certain amount more damage, including a 1, 7 pair that we can write into box 5 where we started our whole journey. 3, 5 pair down there sorts this, and we've done rows 1 to... We've done everything in rows 1 to 6 apart from that, which is great. Now, 7, 1 pair down. I'm sure we're finishing off now. 2, 6, 9 triple down column 4. And what then? This one, 5, 2, 1, 4, 3. 8's a big digit. Now, that's 7 or 8. And this uses the other of 7 or 8. So that's not 7 or 8. It's 6 or 9. 5's in one of these two cells. That forms an X-wing with a 5 there. So the 5 in the bottom row, that was the way to get that. With all this pencil marking in the bottom row, I should be using it. Oh, look, there's a 6, 7 pair as well. Right, well, that sorts out lots of things. 1, 9, and that's 3 in the corner, losing its religion. Okay, 9 looks at this cell that we were just looking at. 6 there, 7 here, 9, that's the last arrow I think we needed to think about. We get 8 and 7 there. 5, 8 pair down here. That's become a 6. Everything in rows 7 and 8 is pairs now. And that 7 is one of the keys to disambiguating the lot of them. 5 and 8, 5 and 3, 1 and 3, 1 and 2, 6 and 2. And that is a lovely puzzle. That is quite approachable. I mean, none of the steps are incredibly difficult, but there's a little bit of beautiful colouring at the beginning. I mean, I'm sure you have. If you don't have to begin that way, you're missing out on some of the beauty in this puzzle, because that was really elegant. And I haven't seen that setup of arrows before, to my knowledge. And every step was just... Sometimes you get a sense of the constructor's personality. And I always really like Lizzie's puzzles, even when they're very hard, which that one probably wasn't, but it's still... There's no giveaways early on. That's lovely. It's a really good arrow Sudoku, a very good exemplar of the type. And I commend Lizzie01 to you. We shall hope to see you again soon on the channel. Probably back for some gas tomorrow, I think. And bye for now.